You are not a person who lacks, because lack is not a property of things. It's a relationship between what you have and what you believe you should have. The absence is real, but the lack is meaning assigned to that absence. There's a difference. And that meaning was trained into you from childhood. Every absence was presented to you as a problem that needed solving. Your parents said you need more food, more sleep, more love. Society says you need more money, more status, more followers. And then you learn to equate noticing an absence with incompleteness. But noticing an absence is a function of perception. Feeling incomplete is a habit of identity. The absence of money, for instance, is a passing condition. But lack is the identity that you construct around that passing condition. And once that identity is formed, it doesn't stay localized. It generalizes and becomes the filter through which you perceive everything else in your life. This is how lack sustains itself. Identity filters in advance of evidence. What this means is that you don't see and then conclude. You conclude before you see. The mind reorganizes reality to remain consistent with who or with what it believes it is. Furthermore, actions taken from within the identity of someone who lacks doesn't resolve the lack. Why? Because the action is shaped by the conclusion it's trying to escape. I need you to listen to what I'm saying. The action carries the same structure forward. Every effort you make then becomes an extension of the problem, not a departure from it. It's a closed loop. Perception reinforces identity. Identity drives the action, and then the action reproduces the perception. The individual as consciousness lacks nothing. I need you to understand what I'm saying. Consciousness is full. It's the field in which all forms appear and disappear. Forms come and they go, but the field remains. You are that field. So when you say, I lack money, you are identifying with the form, the absence of money, rather than the field. Lack, in many ways, is also an emotion. Let it pass. Let it pass through. Things come and go. Let them come and go. You are not a person who lacks. You are a person who experiences the absence of certain forms. Now, here's the root of everything that I've said thus far. Lack as a frequency can only have a foothold on the foundational belief that you are separate from source or consciousness or reality, whatever you choose to call it. Without that split, the logic of lack can't hold. But that split is not real. You and reality are identical in substance. The same stuff reality is made of is the same stuff that you are made of. The all is mind, and you are a condensation of that mind. The ocean and the wave are not two different substances. They are the same water. The wave is the ocean localized. The ocean is the wave extended. So the relationship is not one of separation. It's one of refraction. And this is why waiting for reality to show you something before you change is useless. It's like staring at yourself in the mirror and expecting your reflection to do something before you act. It doesn't happen that way. Your reflection, which is reality, is bound by the laws of correspondence. But if the individual and reality are the same, then it brings about the collapse of cause and effects in the way that you understand it. It means that cause and effects are not really sequential. Think about it. They are simultaneous. They happen at the same time. The cause is the effect seen from a different perspective. For example, when you decide I am worthy, that decision is not a cause that will bring about an effect later. Once you decide that you are worthy, you already are. The error is in waiting for reality to confirm it for you. You are already worthy in spirit. The effect is the decision. Cause and effect are literally two sides of the same coin. But the deeper problem is when people initiate certain causes in the mental or spiritual plane, it's not a genuine initiation. They don't truly decide on things because somehow they are waiting for the material plane, reality, the densest plane, to confirm. You don't realize that as soon as you make a decision genuinely, it happens in an instant, just like manifestation. When you decide on something, it already is, but it takes time to show in this reality because of how dense things are. I'll talk in more detail about this in another video. You need to believe you are already there. Stop looking for the arrival, because the paradox is there is no arrival. There is only the decision repeated over and over again until you genuinely believe it, until it becomes the only thing that you remember. The reality that shows up long after you've made your decision is just the echo of that decision bouncing off the walls of time.